Now that you have your subwoofer all wired and your satellites all wired up, it's time to place the sub. The best thing to do is place it as close to the satellite speakers as you possibly can, ideally on the same vertical ground plane. In other words, the front of the speakers and the front of the subwoofer should be essentially in a straight line. Another thing to understand is that subwoofers, most subwoofers, are designed to sit close to a wall and be out of the way. The Temblor T10 is no exception to that rule with its front port. So basically you can put it typically about a foot and a half away from a wall. Do you want to put it in the center of the room? You can, but it's not ideal because of standing wave issues. So I found that one of the best ways to approach it is to take the subwoofer and put it slightly off to the side. So now you have it slightly off to the side, about a foot and a half away from the wall. Turn the subwoofer on and the satellites on. Get some program material that's got something like a walking bass line and play the walking bass line. What you're listening for is, as the bass moves up and down, whether or not the notes are reproduced at even volumes. Because what happens if they're not is you're getting what's called room boost. If lower notes are louder than upper notes, you are encountering room boost and the subwoofer is set incorrectly. The first thing to do is try adjusting the volume of the subwoofer to see if you can even out the notes. If you can't even out the notes using the volume, play with the variable crossover on the back of the sub to see if that helps. The last thing that you can try and do is changing the phase adjustment on the back of the subwoofer to see if that helps with the anomalies. If none of these things are helping, try physically moving the sub and then repeat the process that I just described to you. First, changing the volume. Second, playing with the crossover. Third, playing with the phase. This should help you to be able to dial in the sub for nice, even bass response across the frequency spectrum.